So thank you. So here I am. It's a free of charge Power BI class, which basically is a subtopic under a subject called data analytics offered by CASNEB. Data analytics offered by CASNEB. Now, this is a very serious paper. This is a very, very serious paper, data analytics, right? It's in the advanced section. Now you can't run away without knowing Excel, without knowing Power BI, without knowing so many things, R, etc. So then we have got this Power BI, Power Business Intelligence, Business Intelligence. It's a visualization tool. It is a visualization tool, which is also very important in terms of what here, creation of dashboards, summarized tables, summarized content for senior. You cannot do a report of 10,000 rows and then you take it to your board. Your board will not be able to understand it. These guys don't have enough time. They would want you to go and summarize everything and give them highly synthesized content. So this highly synthesized content that is fed from the big source is what we call the dashboards. Very important. Ladies and gentlemen, when you come here, right? So please let me know whether you are able to see my screen. Let me know whether you're able to see my screen. And today you guys are not talking to me the way you normally talk to me. I mean, am I your enemy because I'm teaching you something very important? Am I your enemy really? It shouldn't be the case. I should be your closest friend because I'm teaching you professional things that so many people never got to know. Courtesy of CASNEB, now you are knowing them. At least for some of us, we've even eaten quite a lot in terms of consultancies on this. So somebody has said, yes, thanks, Jabir. So here, this is what we call the Power BI canvas. The canvas, very, very important. And then of course you have your toolbar, very, very similar file, home, insert, modeling. We have a view, etc. You can get your data here from Excel, from the SQL. We shall be understanding this. SQL is also one of the things that is under this paper called data analytics. Now, assuming here inside, I want to import data from Excel, right? Add data to your report. Once loaded, your data will appear in the fields pane. So I'll come and like in my case, I'm not getting it from SQL. I'm not pasting it here, right? So I'll come here and say import data from Excel. So once I do like that, it takes me to where I've stored this. So I have stored this Excel sheet in documents. So I'm calling it Excel Power BI. It's here, document 2. So then I'll be able to say open there. So when I say open there, it takes time to load, takes time to load. All right. So then what I need to do after it has loaded fully, I need to come to this data, this one here. I check this box. When I check this box, you can see a few things that are happening. We have here load data, transform data, and cancel. I want to load this. To transform data basically gives you the possibility of changing, like you could come and add a new column. I don't want to add a new column here. So I would want to come here and basically load the data. So I say load data. So you can see it is now loading. It is loading slowly. My net is not very stable, but we shall overcome. It's loading slowly, taking time. Yes, it has now loaded, working on it. Very good. Now, if you're following and you're trying to do this with me, you'll be able to come here to the fields. We have the visualization, the graphs, and then we have the fields here. You'll be able to see this data. So you come and click on this to expand this data. Now, from there, then what do? These were the column titles. Like we had one column called amount, boxes shipped, country, date, product, salesperson. Now, there are so many ways of putting up these graphs. You'll get some people telling you that to do this graph, you can come, for example, and analyze boxes shipped. So you come and basically highlight this and drag it. You drag it to one of the corners like that. So you drag it to one of the corners, just give it time. You can see the boxes shipped is represented here by one blue line. One blue line. So I would want this to be expanded. So I can expand this by using, for example, country. So boxes shipped in the various countries. So I'll come and pick the country, and then I drop it here, inside here. I drop it inside there so that I expand this boxes shipped as per country. So when I release like that, just give it time, you'll be able to see what is happening. So you'll be able to see, I can just expand this a little bit like that. Yes, let me make it a bit bigger. All right, great. So in this case here, you can see country. I don't know whether these guys are able to see my screen. So you can see countries, Australia, for example, we did some shippings there. We took there 14. When I put my cursor up there, I'll be able to see 14,223 boxes were taken to Australia. India, UK, etc., etc. New Zealand is where we took the fewest number of boxes there, like that. Now, I would want to come and again draw another graph. Remember, it's a visualization tool. I should be able to draw very many graphs, like 4 in every canvas. In every, you can see pages here. So then what I'll do, let me see here, charts. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll be able to just be keen here. I'll be able to repeat this. So for example, I could again come and bring this boxes sheet. I drag it down, right? And then I may want, in this case here, to basically expand this boxes sheet this time around using products. So I'll come and pull the products down here, put it here. So you can see now we have expanded this using products. I can come and pick this graph, take it, for example, here. All right, doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I can expand it a little bit like that. Great, great. So you can see we have various, so sure these are very small letters, but we've got various products. For example, you have the spicy special. You can see in this case, we sold about 4,000. We have duck bites. We have eclairs, etc. Now again, I'll come and do the last graph in terms of boxes shipped, but now this boxes shipped, I would want to expand this using the salespersons. So salespersons, like this, put their salespersons. And then I may want to change this, for example, to a bar graph. To a bar graph, I'll come and pick the bar graph like that. Great, great. Now please listen and listen to me very well. And now this is where Power BI beats every other visualization tool that we have. If, for example, I just want to track down, drill down, in this case here, the performance of all these metrics in one country. So for example, I want to just concentrate, so I'll come to Australia and just click there. So when I click Australia, you can see all the others have gone mute. So in Australia, I'll be able to know, for example, in terms of salespersons, Calais McCaffrey sold how many goods? So the salespeople, you're able to see, like Mame O'Brien in Australia, he did quite well, right? You can see people are not able to push through nicely in Australia. So like Van Tuxwell was not very good. The same case with Carlin, was not very good in Australia. So, and again, if you look at this, in Australia, you can see in terms of the various products, like I can see here, eclairs in Australia did very well. The same case here with the 50% duck bites, they did very well. But again, you can see that they are like this caramel, stuffed birds. No, this one must, yes, they did like almost zero in Australia. So you're able to see. So I can come and drill this down. So if I want to cancel, for example, now the Australia, if I want to cancel this Australian drill down, I'll simply come back to Australia and I click there. So when I click there, everything now goes back to all countries. Now listen, please. If you come and, for example, you want to know, to track down one guy, for example, who? One guy, for example, Marnay O'Brien. So I'll just come and click him like this. So when I click him like this, I can see this guy did very well in like Australia. He did very well in India. UK, you can see things now. USA, yes. Canada, yes. So I'll be able to task this guy. I mean, what are you not doing right in UK? What can we do to push sales in Australia, India, even if you still did very well? What kind of help do you want? And you can see again, this guy called Marnay O'Brien, he did very well in terms of pushing various products. Like you can see milk bars. Milk bars, I mean, top. This way he did very well. This way he did very well, right? Right. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful course. It's called Power BI. It falls under data analytics classes. Very, very important. I don't know whether there is anybody who has been able, I'm so sure you haven't understood how to do this, but is there somebody who has seen the power? I mean, I wanted you guys to see the power of BI, Power BI. Is there somebody from my explanation? Is there somebody who has been able to see the power of this BI? From my explanation, especially in terms of expansion and the drilling down, where you are able to track down a particular country. Is there somebody who has been able to see the power of this BI? We call it Power BI. Power BI. These guys are not talking to me today. They are not very cooperative. They're not very cooperative because first of all, I wanted them to see how powerful it is. And then I should be able to start now teaching them. So I would want to know whether there is anybody who has been able to see how powerful this thing is. My first time, your first time. Yes, it's awesome. Great, great. So like today I've been teaching about 2,000 accountants, this Power BI in Mombasa. This is what I'm doing here. Very many people, they come and ask great questions. Like how do we create a dashboard? To create a dashboard, like Kasneb wants us to teach you guys how to create dashboards. Power BI is a powerful tool. Power BI is a powerful tool. Now, so I would want to teach you guys this thing tonight, how to do it. How to do it, especially the students who are with me in my data analytics class. I would want you guys to go through this thing until you understand it. I know today is not a timetable class, and it's a class I've just called haphazardly. So I'm so sure you are very few here. But is there somebody who has been able to download the Power BI, apart from Jabir and the Google? Is there somebody who has downloaded this Power BI software? It's very easy. You go to powerbi.microsoft.com. Is anybody who has been able to download this apart from Google? Yes, great, 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 great. Thank you so much. So now I would want to take you slowly, but before I go there, I would want to use this airtime to market, because it's a free class. I mean, you have to allow Mwalimu here to use this few minutes here to market the course. The course is called Data Analytics. It's being offered by Kasneb. Kasneb is the examiner. We are the trainers. I am the biggest trainer of data analytics. My class currently has 76 students. Why am I the best person placed to teach you data analytics? Because of where I work. I work for a software company called Arrow, AARO. So this software company is purely a group consolidation software company. It consolidates, it has a software that consolidates financial performance between who? Parent companies, subsidiaries, joint ventures, according to IFRS 10, IFRS 3, IS 28, investment in associates, etc. So it's IFRS compliant. So, and in the process of doing all those things with the time, not even with the time, actually you place a software for somebody like this, and then people would want management commentaries, MDAs, management discussions and analysis. Management discussions and analysis, of course, we have, one of the things is that you are required to prepare a dashboard for the managers, and that is what I do every day. So we charge Kenya shillings 8,000. 8,000. I saw somewhere my people had placed like we give a discount of 20%. That was a mistake. This is not a paper that I can give a discount. It's a paper that has got, I mean, so many things. It's a paper that I believe the true value should be even 100,000, because it's a paper that I have to teach you R. I have to teach you the Azure or Azure. I have to teach you SQL. I have to teach you this very important thing called Power BI. So 8,000 is a fair price. So if you join us now, of course, we shall be able to give you videos for the many. We have done about 13 classes and we have recorded all of them. We shall be able to give you the videos you start doing. You can join us now for December exams, or you simply join us for March exams, right? You start just knowing these things very, very early, and you're going to enjoy the ride. You're going to enjoy the ride. You're going to enjoy the ride. So that is it. If you are interested in this great course, you can straight away hit our number, which is 0798 94 99 99, 0798 94 99 99, or basically 0719 525,000, 0719 525,000. Now the students who have already this Excel, not Excel, but Power BI. So I would want to take you slowly, but I would want in this case here to go very slowly to be able to show you how you get through it. And for me now, I have to close this permanently. I don't want to save nothing. Great. So I'll come and look for this. So it's called Power BI. So that's my Power BI that I'm opening. So please ensure that you are able to open your Power BI and let me know whether you have been able to open it. It's very easy. If you downloaded it, you simply search it here. Have you been able to open it up? 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 And then remember, even if you are a lower level CPA student, this is a paper that I would recommend you start doing very early. You start doing it very early, especially if you are in part 2. And perhaps you are doing only one paper. You can't do one paper just like that. Register for this data analytics class. Call us like today. Call us like today, call us like today, call us like today. So is there somebody who has been able to open their Power BI? If you're not talking to me, it means this class, given that it wasn't timetabled, then we'll have to suspend it, because as usual, I always prefer students who are talking to me, who are talking to me, who are talking to me. Yes, at least one person. So then I would want you to fetch your data. I hope you have saved it. You know, you must save the Excel sheet that I sent to you. You must save it. You must save it either in your documents. You can even put it on your, it doesn't matter where you want to save it, really. You must save it. So from there, then what do? You come and fetch the data from Excel. This one here, import data from Excel. So you click it. When you click it, I saved mine in documents. So I'll go to documents there, and then I say Excel. I called mine Excel Power BI 2. So I'll be able to click like that, and then I'll be able to say open. Say open there. Great, this thing is moving round and 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 round. Things are happening there. Things are happening there. Things are happening there. Things are happening there. The Excel worksheet already I've shared there. I've already shared this. So in this case here, those who are done CPA earlier on, like myself, they would not get an opportunity to study this data analytics. I'm telling you, this crop of accountants that is coming behind, this crop of accountants that is coming after us is going to challenge us quite a lot. This is a very serious paper. It's going to give them quite a big advantage in the market, if I were you. And in my class, out of the 70 students that I have currently, about 20% of them are members of ISPAC who never got an opportunity to do this paper. So they're doing it knowing very well that they won't be examined by CASNEB, right? They'll only be given our internal certificate for purposes of future. You can't compete with an accountant. I've been in this industry for so long. And I'm so sure, I'm telling you the truth, there is no way you'll be able to compete with somebody in the field who has done data analytics and you haven't done it. You can't compete. You cannot compete. You can't compete. If I were you, I'll have to do this paper. These are papers that will make you see places, right? For example, right now, as I told you, Hapana Maringo, I'm teaching you right from where? This is Mombasa. Now you can't see very well what I call seeing places that you've never seen before. Courtesy of what here? Power BI. Power BI. Come here, teach people a few things here and there. They set me up in a good hotel up to Saturday evening. Right? Right? Simply because of Power BI, because it's something. It's an in thing. It's an in thing. It's what is needed right now. It is what is needed right now. So where is that data? I've already shared. Somebody can help me share the data again. Yeah. So let's come back here. So then what I'll do, if you guys already have this, check this. So you say, you check, you click the box there. So when you click the box there, you'll be able to see load data, load data, load data. So let me know whether there is anybody who has been able to see the load data. It's loading there very fast. It's loading there very fast. It's loading here very fast. Is there somebody who has been able to load? Even one student, just one student. Is there somebody who has been able to load? Is there somebody who has been able to load? Sophie, if you had cleared with CASNEB, gotten your CPAK, you can't register with CASNEB. They can't recognize you. No data. The data I've shared here severally. Sorry, Anne. So is there anybody who has been able to load? Problem today, I've got very many visitors. So it becomes quite hard for me to teach because these visitors do not have some basics here. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. So it'll allow me just to go through again one more time. So then what I'll do, after I've loaded the data, I will come here to this. I expand this. So for today, I would want us to investigate boxes shift. So this boxes shift, I'll come and drag, put here. Yeah, you can see they'll come straight away as one line, one box. So I need to expand this. How do I expand this? I would want to expand this in form of, for example, country. I would want to know which boxes went to which country. So you can even see now they have changed here. They're telling you sum of boxes shipped by country. Can increase the size a little bit. Increase the size a little bit. Then again, come to boxes shipped, bring it here, expand it. So expand it this time around, for example, using products. All right. Come again here. The same boxes shipped, bring here. All right. We can expand now this using salespersons. And we can decide in this case here to have this as a line graph. Right. And then you can decide now to start drilling down. For example, I would want to drill down and, I've expanded. Now I go back again to drilling down, one bar thing. So if it's USA, number of boxes shipped to USA. So this number of boxes shipped to USA, you can see like Spicy. One called here Spicy did quite well in US. We can see this other one here did quite well. There is something called Milk, which almost sold zero in the US. In the US like that. So you can come and, for example, track down, like what they're calling eclairs. You can come and just click here on eclairs. So when you click on eclairs, things change. So if it's eclairs alone, I'm able to know like eclairs sold in Australia, India, UK, USA, quite small, New Zealand, almost zero. And I'm able to see in this case here how these guys did in terms of selling eclairs alone. Like Cullen did quite well, sold eclairs kabisa. But Doty here never sold eclairs, right? I can drill down using one, I can drill down using what here? Using one, for example, using one salesman. If I click there, so now I'm looking at this guy called Cullen. So the Cullen did very well in India, very well in USA, you can see, but he did nothing in almost zero. Cullen in form of, for example, the product that he sold, like that. It's called Power BI. So for today, because of the mixture in terms of class, you'll allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to have this class ending here. And I'll keep on doing this severally. It's quite a short thing. I'll keep on doing this severally until all of us grasp. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be preparing for my tomorrow's presentation. I just wanted to say hi. For me, Power BI opens and hangs. I'll follow later. Sorry, Stephen. Yes, DAX, I'll be able to show you DAX. I can see you're doing very well. Repeat, I would have wanted to repeat, but because tomorrow now I'm going to something very serious, please allow me to make the presentations, the power slides that I'm going to use tomorrow. So thank you very much. It has been a wonderful session having you tonight. I'm so sure you have not understood too much, but at least, yes, like pivoting, yes, pivoting. But Power BI is so senior, Amod. Thanks, good night. But please continue marketing your Mwalimu here. Continue marketing your Mwalimu. Bring all the students over data analytics to study with me virtually. Thank you so much, Maina. Thank you so much, Kabuba. Like Power BI. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then start also downloading things like RStudio. Please download RStudio also so that we don't waste a lot of time in downloading these things in class. Look for RStudio, which will be a very important platform to teach you guys RStudio. So thank you very much. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. I share the data on, yes, RStudio, yes. Thanks, Ida. RStudio, very important because it's a subtopic. Yeah, bye. Thanks, bye. You can see these guys are very nice. They put a ribbon for you here. If you wish to drink whatever you're drinking the whole day. Too good, but it needs a young man. Thank you very much. Great, bye.